Women do not like men. And the reason that most women don't like men is because these men try to hold them accountable and don't let them play the victim. You have to understand that a lot of women will intentionally date piece of shit men just so they don't have to have accountability in their behavior in the relationship, because it takes two to tango. And then these women come across my page and assume that because of what I talk about, I'm against them. But the reality is that everybody is sick of the excuses for your poor behavior. No one is trying to invalidate your experience. We're just trying to tell you that you played a part in the downfall of how your life is and the things that you've gone through. Additionally, women only like...
Yeah, she not wrong when guys simply say shit like, your actions have consequences, or whatever you put on will get you the outcome that you don't want. But I guess we're using not enough words. I hope y'all listen to her, because she's not wrong.
like men for what they can provide for them. So as soon as the money runs out or whatever it is that they're looking for, that's why they have the backup plans or the rosters or whatever it is. You have to understand, if you learn anything from my platform, is that women do not hang around people that do not validate them. This goes for friendships and romantic relationships, and they don't even realize that it's happening 9 times out of 10.
Yeah, I could definitely side with that, for the simple fact that you can tell the women who just want you to validate their feelings. Like, you can definitely tell. They'll always start a conversation, and then in the midst of the conversation, they would inadvertently resorted back to themselves, and now we're back to talking about them instead of talking about what we get. Like, they get back to the conversation, but the ones who always try to switch it, oh, this happened, is like, not saying all of them do that, but that's the ones who mainly do it, and they don't know that they're doing it because they're just trying to correlate the conversation to a feeling. You feel me? Instead of correlating the conversation to just a conversation. Like, it happens to all of us. Yes, we may have similarities, but this situation isn't the same as mine. It may sound that way. That's what a similarity is. It's not completely the same. But let go.
Because the only reason that women stay friends with women is, one, if they don't like the same man. Like, as soon as 2 girls like the same boy, that's the end of the friendship. Or the other scenario is like, if one girl is a hoe and is out here having a roster, and the other friend's like, nah, I'm just gonna hang out with my boyfriend, or I'm gonna be single and work on my career. That's also not gonna work. And why is that? It's because those 2 people are not validating each other, which is why women cannot stand men. Men will hold them accountable. Men will make them honest. Men will tell them shit that they don't want to hear, just like you'll tell them, you know, that the lashes are ugly, the makeup is ugly.
Yeah. I mean, I like I said, I've never, well, I don't know if I said this, but I've never done any of her videos. I've done a bunch of other people. I've always seen her videos, and she's always been right. Like, I don't see how the people who say she's not being fair, I don't see how she's not being fair. Y'all will have to make that, whatever feeling that is, like, try to portray that in words, and maybe we may just get what you're saying. But no, for now it's not working. It just seems like a whole bunch of gibberish and a whole bunch of feeling.
Ugly. All the bullshit that women do is ugly, and they don't want to hear it because you're not validating them. And women will preach all day long that men are the ones that hate women, but at the end of the day, I have to wonder if women really hate men because, well, you're not agreeing with them. Okay, bye. Women...
Got you yelling and screaming and all of us stop talking to you. It's not that we're scared. It's the fact that we can't reason with you. Your instinct is to interrupt. Your instinct is, oh, I'm this pretty, I can talk however I want. No, you're not. No one is that pretty that can talk whenever they want. You have to give everyone the respect that you want. If you want to be heard, you have to just shut up when people are talking.
Now, I know y'all don't see this, right? I know y'all don't see it, but I'm gonna place it to you the way that I see it right now. She is younger than her, but yet the child is giving her a life lesson. Isn't this backwards to y'all? But yet let a dude say some shit like this to her, and then y'all in an uproar. It's her. She should just... Okay, Okay, but then just remember, she looks younger than her. She could be older because y'all know how it goes sometimes, but I doubt that. And she's still having to tell a grown woman about her own attitude and her own self. But watch how she doesn't care, and whatever her feelings say is what she's going with. And if you don't like that, then
You realize what the point of the show is, right? It's to monetize drama.
To get your point across, you don't have to scream at the top of your bloody lungs.
Or
it's not actually. No,
boring.
it's not.
They're boring. You're repeating
Because I'm not
ideologies
attracted
that
to you
you literally
whatsoever.
learned from
What do you
your
think
parents
we're
or
listening to you?
grandparents.
You're doing the same
At least
thing.
I have original fucking thought.
No, you don't.
Yes, I
You're
do.
like any other cookie cutter
Oh,
girl.
have you ever met a fucking bitch
No,
like
you
me?
actually were.
Yes,
never
met
were.
a fucking
I know
bitch
you're
like me.
actually.
yeah, I hear it, right? No accountability whatsoever. It's just, and I don't even, as I hear, I don't think I could go to podcasts like this. I don't think I could. Because it's like, if I did, as I hear that shit, I don't want to talk to you no more. Like, I don't want to have nothing to say to you no more. Nothing I say to you is going to matter because you don't want the truth. You feel like whatever you feel is the truth, then that it is. Like, these the type of dudes that go after, like, well, wow. These the type of females that go after goddamn the dude like Wade Wilson and shit and think they could change something, and whatever they do with their body, it's still like God sent or whatever. It's like, no, once you forgot about free will, ma'am, and once you start using that will in the wrong way, they call that sin. If that's what something you believe in, and once you do that, yes, he may forgive. That said may. There's a strong chance you don't know exactly what he will. Even this attitude in itself, for somebody who is younger than you, trying to tell you to set a better example for me because I am looking at you. That's how I'm looking at this. Like, if somebody is telling you about yourself and you're not at least reflecting a little bit, even if it's not true, some of it can be, and you're not taking none of it in and adjusting it to where it is, you just don't care. Yeah, I'm gonna let y'all figure it out.